Well, good morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from beautiful San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. I hope you guys are excited about this opportunity to choose the life you're going to live today. This is a pretty heavy-duty subject, and so for those of you who follow the videos or watch the videos, I want you to understand something. These videos are more of an expression of me mastering my craft of communication daily, more than it is an attempt for me to promote myself. That is why my videos are not 60 seconds long or 30 seconds long, because believe it or not, each one of these videos is ultimately going to be transcribed into chapters of books, and I speak my books rather than write the book. The book that I wrote, was spoken into existence. Big stuff, right? So let's have a conversation around a gnawing internal challenge that most people deal with on a regular basis. What do you do when your best is not good enough? What do you do when your best is not good enough? When your best thinking as an individual takes you a place you didn't see yourself going? When your best work as a husband or wife leaves you with a marriage that feels tattered and torn, divided and unfulfilling? What do you do as a parent when your best attempts to connect with or protect or preserve your children end up with results you did not hope for? What do you do when your best is not good enough? When your best is not good enough at work? When your best is not good enough for your clients? When your best is not good enough, what do you do? There are two typical paths that a person will take, and one path is a dead end cul-de-sac. The other path has wide open opportunities for adventure and exploration. What do you do when your best is not good enough? Number one, the cul-de-sac dead end option of the two options you have to choose is one, to throw in the towel, to step in the role of the victim and say, well, that's the best I could do. I can't do any better. That's the way it is. Mama was that way. Grandma was that way. Great grandma was that way. And I'm that way. That's it. That's the way it's going to be. And you draw a line that says there's no further opportunity for growth or development here. This is how it is. My best isn't good enough. And that opens the door to depression, hopelessness, frustration, pain, beating yourself up, and creating a cycle, a vicious cycle of never-ending self-deprecation that turns a person into a bitter, hurting, hopeless human being. That opens the door to more victimized thinking and blaming of others and circumstances, failing to recognize that there is hope. That's one path a person can go down. And by the way, that is a path of least resistance. For anybody who's ever been to a water park where you climb all the way up the stairs and you have those tubes that shoot down with the water flowing through them and you're flying down into the pool, that's what that path is like. It is very easy, it is very low friction, and you move very quickly and you hit the bottom pretty fast. Doesn't require any effort. All you have to do is hold your arms like this and close your eyes and you're going down. No effort. The other path, the path that is opening as an opportunity to adventure and exploration and growth, is like being at the base camp of Mount Everest. And that is the path that says, if my best is not good enough, what has to happen for my best to get better? Who do I have to become for my best to get better? What relationships do I need to invite into my life for my best to get better? What resources can I draw into my life for my best to get better? Who must I become to be a person that in this situation, if replayed again, would have a different outcome, a successful outcome, an outcome that I intended to have and that I hoped for that did not show up at this place? Who must I become? What resources can I draw upon? What relationships can I draw upon? And it is the path that says there is hope that tomorrow can be better than today. There is hope that I can choose a different path, albeit hard, albeit challenging, albeit exactly the opposite of option one, which is to just go down that water slide chute until you hit the bottom of the pool. No effort, just sit there doing it. You're resigned to personal growth and personal development. No, now we're at base camp of Everest. Now we've got to put in some work. Some days, just like on Everest, it's 1 foot in front of the other. Very little progress. Incredible environmental challenges and resistance and pain along the way. Keeping your eyes on the prize, which is tomorrow can be better than today. What do you do when your best is not good enough? You choose the path of most resistance, not the path of least resistance, and you get to work. You draw in and seek out the relationships that can help. You draw in and seek out the resources, the learning, the books, the studying, the Googling. Who has been through this before that has won? Who has been through this before that has victory? Who has been through this before that I can lean on or lean into? What information can I feed myself in order to ensure that I become the person that, should this circumstance arise again, I can accomplish what I intend to accomplish? Who do you have to become? You're going to choose one of two paths. The path of jumping on that tube, shooting down with the water into the pool below, which requires no work and no effort. Or you can be like the person at the base camp of Everest who says it may be a very hard climb, it may be a very tall climb, it may require lots of resources and lots of relationships and lots of tools and lots of help, but we're going to the top. We're going to make it. One is a defeatist victim mentality, and one is a victorious, responsible mentality. When your best isn't good enough, that's when it's time to get better. And the choice will always be yours. Have a great day, guys.